Hello, Paris Group Realty. This is the first in a series of short videos showing you how to make some edits to your website. This first one, we are going to focus on making text edits and adding links to pages. In any case, this is where you will land. This is called the dashboard. This is where you end up when you first get logged into the site. This dark strip down the left-hand side is your menu for accessing different parts of the site. And then this white and gray area out here on the right-hand side is where you will make the actual changes. So to get started here, we're going to come right down to Pages on the website. And that is going to show us a list of all of the pages that are here. You can list them alphabetically like they are showing currently. If they're not alphabetical, you just click on this title right here at the top of this column to get them to do so. Or if you need them by publish date, you can click on this header column right here. If you're having trouble finding the page, you can always search for it right here using this search function. It works pretty well. If we get to a very large number of pages, you can right up here under the screen options, you can affect how many pages show at once. So if this were set to something low, for instance, like 20, and you were looking for one of those pages that starts with P, you can see it's not here. It's because they're now spread between two pages. So it can be a handy little tool to just know about this here so that you can see all of the pages at once in one list. In any case, when you are ready to make a change to a page, let's say it's the buyer resources page, we'll go ahead and go there. I like to have the front end and the back end of the website open at once so that I can toggle back and forth between tabs and see changes as I'm making them. So you can see the back end here reflects pretty nicely what is on the front end. You can see here that there is a heading that says our company, a heading that says resources for home buyers, sections in this guide, and all of those things here are reflected directly on the front end. So let's say we wanted to make some text changes here to this text block. You can just come right in. You can see as you hover over each one of these, you get this little green floating bar. So this first one is how you move that element. So if you click and hold on that four-headed arrow, you can drag things up or down in the list or really over to any content block that you want. The next one over is edit, the one after that is duplicate, and the one after that is delete. So if you just wanted an extra text block and maybe some of the text is the same or whatever it might be, you can just hit duplicate on it to make another one and right on that X to delete it. And then of course the most important one here is to edit. So to edit this text block, you just click right on the pencil there. And you get a pop-up window here with your text in it. Most of these things I'm sure will be very obvious to you. They're just like Word or your email program, bold, italic, bulleted list, numbered list, etc. Alignment options. Sometimes the second row of options doesn't show for you. They're lesser used items. If they're not showing, it's because of It's because of this toolbar toggle, which makes it appear and disappear. So if you're not seeing that second row and you're needing something in it, that's the button to push. In any case, you can just come in here and save the changes. And then it doesn't publish to the front end of the site until you hit update. If you were to leave here without hitting update, you would lose those changes. So to make those go live, you have to come over here and hit this update button. And then once we refresh, we can see here our new text has shown up on the site. To make a link out of that, we can just come right in here, click the edit button again. We just highlight the text that we want to make a link out of. We come right up here to this link button, click that. It offers you this option, but really the best way to do it is to come to this little gear icon, this link options, and click that. And then right down here, there's a listing of all of the pages and posts on the site. So obviously that's a lot to look through, but we can just use this handy dandy search function. And there's our contact page. So we can go ahead and click that. It writes the link out completely for us. We say add link. And really that's all there is to it. If we wanted to link to a website that's not part of the Paris Group website, there's only a couple of very minor differences. So let's say we wanted to link to, I don't know why we would, but link to our stock photography service. I do highly recommend just going ahead and opening a new tab and finding that URL and making sure it's correct and then copying it from the URL bar so there's no typos in it. And we can come here and again we come to this link options gear. And then right up here, we paste in that new address. And the only other difference we do is we check this little open link in a new tab option so that when somebody clicks the link, let's go ahead and update here, that link will do exactly that. It will open in a new tab rather than in the same window. And that way, when somebody has clicked the link and they're done with it and they close it, then your website is still open behind that. So here we go. It automatically makes it bold and gives it the hover effect. So we'll click that. You can see it's opened in a new tab, and when they're done, then they close that, and Paris Group website is still available here. So let's just go ahead and delete that extra text while we're doing this. Save, and again, we have to hit update here. I think that is going to do it for this first video. Next, we are going to cover blog posts.